Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. And off we go from Gillette Stadium. Here's Smith to return it. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. A throw on the move is caught. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
First down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Kansas City.
First down throw, Mahomes. Now he'll air one out. That's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, KC. His 12th touchdown of the year. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Chiefs will race out to a quick 7-0 edge.
Harrison Butker, the kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
Come on. Panther 60. Check smash. Rig. Ready.
We're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Bronco 80.
He'll drop to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more.
He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big time ball.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Go!
On the bootleg, he'll look to hold on to it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
1st and 10.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll be 3rd down.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. 15 yards through the air. 1st down, New England.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Flush to his right. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. 60 mass, 70 Timber.
They'll look to throw again. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Brown now to return it. He will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco, and mark him down up beyond the 30. That was good for a dozen. Very quick 1st down. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Going down the center of the field. Open man. And it's taken in. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier. And he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
1st down, Chiefs.
Gives it to Pacheco.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
At the 47-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. An attack is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll send Worthy in motion. Play action here. Mahomes moving outside the pocket. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Big play for KC. 32 yards.
At the 8-yard line.
He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Here's Mahomes. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up.
This defense is doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Come on. Hit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Hey, Smash. Chat. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Panther 11. Panther. Go.
Here's a toss left side for Henderson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Hey, 19, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check smash, Rig. 19 Lion. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Let go.
They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
On second down, Mahomes. Going up top. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return starts from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Hey, check that.
First carry for Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up 2nd and
9. Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
Tag. 60. Hurt.
Motion.
Zone read, a give to Henderson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit 2-minute warning here in this first half.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Rig alert. Warrior 70. 60 Maverick. Go.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. Mustang 19. Hawk 70.
Handoff, and it's Henderson. Oh, he is deep-leaded on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It's a big hit for the Patriots. 41 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end.
Come on.
I promise you, that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
That was incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Back to the air once more on second down. That one just too far. Out in front, and it's incomplete. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And it's going to be third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock, catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Street. Steady.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Jalen Watson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Out of his own end zone, it's Mahomes. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. How about this? And he'll be out of bounds, but they move it down to the 25-yard line. A big play after being backed up. That covered 73 yards. First down throw, Mahomes. That is caught at the 3. And he's got another one. Touchdown, KC. That touchdown number 3 for him in the game, and number 14 for the year. The extra point by Buster is good. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This fielded at about the 9. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught downfield by Diggs. That'll change things out of bounds inside the 35. What a big play there for New England. A pickup of 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the jump. Let's go. Cowboy 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This taken in at the 8-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the set.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Cup 19. Here we go. Set. 70, 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Let go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
On the ball. Now. On the ball.
Patriots, first down.
70, 70 Lions.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready.
On the ground, here is Henderson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. From the 46. Here's second down and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here now, third and 5.
Ready. 19 Lions. Pioneer.
He'll look to throw. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, New England. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll send Worthy in motion. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second and 11.
Yellow.
Patrick to throw. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Noah Gray, the tight end, was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On third down, Mahomes. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, KC.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Moving to his right, just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll send Worthy in motion. They go play action with Mahomes. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's complete left side to Worthy. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. Here's first and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Mahomes now to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain. Second and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Oh, a bad decision there. Off his back foot, it's intercepted. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. He's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he will get into the end zone. Way beyond Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
The extra point now for Borregales. It's up and good. And the Patriots advance to within 7. It's 28-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. First and 10 for Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in second and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. How about that back bulldozing his way forward? A gain of 9 yards.
This is one of those plays where you got to give them some love after. Let them know it was an outstanding run and all that. Because even though it was a good effort, it's hard not to feel disappointed, Mike, that they somehow weren't able to move the chains.
That's hot. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Got that open downfield on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Mahomes on 1st down. He's got it at about the 8. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here.
Come on.
First down and goal. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
They get away from their running back down here near the goal line, Mike. They change it up. They give the ball to their wide receiver. He gets stuffed. Not a lot of space to operate down here.
Now, this looks like a design run, and this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
This one is caught on 4th and goal. They deliver. Noah Gray. Touchdown, Kansas City. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to blow yourself back in it.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Pioneer. Hey. Come, Cowboy 80. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man. That's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds. Up past the 35. Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cut. 70 Timberwolves. Panther 11. Panther 11.
He'll drop to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Back to the air once more on second down. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. Sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. Who else another catch for his favorite target. And he will score! Touchdown, Chiefs. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Marcus Jones now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the jump. Get it.
To the air now on first and 10. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Mustang 19. 19 tight, 19 tight. Buffalo 18. Steady.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down. It was Jalen Watson who got the arm in there to break that one up.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All three incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down, and barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop, look off the safety, hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
Yellow. Attack, attack. Attack, attack. Attack.
On second down, Mahomes. That is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Third and long for Mahomes. Exiting the pocket right. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. On comes the Chiefs punter. Back deep is Marcus Jones. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and come out to the 20-yard line.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, check. Ready,
And the first carry for Antonio Gibson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Dragon 60.
Now they'll set up to throw. They'll locate his big target, Henry, over the middle. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Patriots first down.
60
First
Vikings,
and
60
10 at the
Vikings.
43-yard line.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Ready. Check 60.
Throwing now from the gun. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Viking 18. Go.
Back to the air again on second and 10.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think like they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They get 19 on that pass play. First down, New England.
19 yards. And the Patriots first down.
Back to the air one more time. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
19 Tiger, 19. 79
It's now
Broncos.
second and 6 at the Chiefs' 34-yard
They'll look to throw again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
and 6 yards to go.
Ready. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 7. And they're in business now. He is Out of bounds inside the 10.
Got it. Ready?
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal.
Go.
First and goal at the 7.
They'll look to throw yet again. Rolling right. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops when that ball slips out of your hands, and in this case, kind of dodges a bullet as this one goes harmlessly out of bounds.
Tag. 19.
Back to throw. He's in! Touchdown, New England! Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
First down throw, Mahomes. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. New England going to take their second timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed
this defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. The Pats can stop it here. They'll use their third and final timeout. Talk things over before third down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down.
Attack!
Right back to the air for Mahomes. And he will score again. Touchdown, KC. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs tack on one more to their lead.
Patriots 28. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Jones now on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go. Steady.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Diggs. And they'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
Warriors 17.
6 at the 26.
They'll look to throw. Out to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Patriots first down.
19 tight. Not back to 60. Go.
The pass rush gets home and he goes down. That is George Karlaftis in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
18 left hook. 70.
It's caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little, too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That's to Gray, open on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. And the Chiefs have a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs are going to extend their lead.
56. Patriots 35. Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll dump this out wide to Gibson. He works free. Right side. Still going. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target. And in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Again, working deep downfield. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Butker now for the point after. He's got it. And the Chiefs are able to extend the lead.
63. Patriots 42. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. In trouble, and down he goes.
At the 32-yard line.
19.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory.